We're having the Russian Federation.
Hey!
I did it. So, for Russia, we have 4-player roster, and now I said it correctly. We have Megel, SK Vix, Bagan, and Temnushka. So about these 4 players, I do know Megel and Bagan. Both of these
they're
are...
the 2 most well-known Russian players. With
Yeah.
Megel, he can play about everything but hard rock, I believe, and Vagan is mostly a hidden and double time specialist.
Yeah, but don't forget as well about Biggs, which is really high ranked as well. 67 in the world, able to score really cool performances with hard rock and nomad as well. So watch out with that
Skavix
player.
is mostly nomad, but he does have some scattered hard rock that does look pretty impressive. And Temnushka is again one of those lower ranked outliers. Pretty sure they'll be relying on their main roster more, but as the backup, it's always nice to be there.
As a hidden player as well, which is something that the team is lacking a little bit.
In groups, yeah, that might actually be a bit important with the
I
map
don't
pool
think
being
they'll
what
be
it is.
lacking too much in it.
It's very strange how this whole thing.
Yeah, Vagan is pretty a hidden specialist too, isn't he?
Yeah, I specifically said he's a hidden and double time specialist.
Yeah, so he should be fine on the hidden picks.
FBI, national computer database listing her as a missing person, and then mysteriously.
The silence is my signal.
Suddenly.
Yes.
Canada,
go for it.
Sweden.
She's no longer
Canada.
missing.
Sweden.
Sweden will be more fair because it's easier to schedule.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna have.
It's Canada.
Oh god.
Damn.
Go on, Zach.
Yeah, with Canada, we have Jubak, Miku-chan, Kiptorik, Fee, Yoshi Green, and Fast Yoshi.
Kiptorik.
That's a lot of Yoshis.
Oh yeah, multiple Yoshis. Nice.
Yeah, with
Um,
Canada, Kiptorik is definitely the most notable player. I think everybody knows him. He's one of the best players in the game, despite being all the way down at rank 28. He can literally hold his own on just about any mod.
I mean, it says something when you see, oh, he's all the way down at rank 28.
The thing about Kiptorik is, like, since he plays just about everything, his skill set is extremely diverse. Like,
Well, the
as
reason
Zach
I
said-
say just rank 38 is you wouldn't expect someone at that rank to be as good as he is, because he can easily compete with the top 5 players.
And that's it.
Yeah, if you look at some of the converted maps, in particular, some of the slider-heavy ones that just, when they convert to CTB, they end up completely, stupidly hard. Kiptorik's got ridiculous combos on all of them. Yeah, exactly. He's amazing at them.
But even without that, they, like, the Canada team in general is pretty well-rounded.
Yeah, a really strong team in the high seed. So now jumping to the last high seeded team, which is going to face Peru and Norway, we have Sweden, which I believe they end up being third in the, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago in the Catch the Beat World Cup.
Yep, that's
They have
correct.
been third.
Yep.
Yes, they were third.
So with Sweden, we do have Setomi, Yukiteru Amano, Damn Easy, 278-5-913, Negri SK, and Togeni.
Yeah, Sweden's roster overall is pretty strong this year. Just like it's usually every year, they're pretty well-rounded at CTB overall. Setomi and Yukiteru Amano are players that just about anyone in the CTB world will recognize. Especially Yukiteru, I think he was at one point ranked 4 in the world. This was a while back, mind you, but
Yeah,
it still says
he spent
something.
quite a while in the top ranks.
And yeah, damn easy. Negri SK as well, worth pointing out. Oh wait, never mind. I'm confusing him with someone else. Do excuse me there. Oh god, 278-4-5-9-1-3.
Have fun with that.
Well, if anybody knows what that means, again, do tell us. But yeah, Sweden overall, they're mostly nomad, but Setomi and Yukiteru Amano are pretty skilled at other aspects as well. Hidden.
I'd say what they're mostly lacking in is hidden, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
But they probably won't be too shy about picking double time or hard rock.
They should be fine on Hard Rock mostly, judging from some of the plays that I'm seeing here. But Hidden, I'm not seeing a lot of silver ranks here there, so yeah, that could be a bit of a downfall.
And with that, we're ready for the absolute beast of the tournament.
For the monsters.
The top seed of the tournament. The 8 stronger teams in terms of ranking and PP, I guess.
And these are Argentina, Chile,
Yes.
China,
Yeah.
France, Germany, Poland, South Korea, and the United States.
Oh god, this is gonna be so exciting.
Man, it's the first time in the history, at least that I remember, that Argentina is a top-seeded team. Do you know how
Ooh.
excited that is?
The returning legend himself.
Oh man, I'm going to introduce that team. You're not going
Yeah,
to
no,
steal me that.
yeah, no, all the way. No stealing your thunder here. You got
Go
that.
ahead.
And we're gonna have in Group A.
So, Group A. I would like to see Chile, honestly.
And it's
Indonesia,
Poland.
Chile. Oh.
He doesn't get what he wants.
So who wants to introduce Poland?
All right,
Except that we
Poland.
Polish names.
I'll do my best. All right. So Poland, they've got a 6-player squad. They've got Cosmit, Wujek Jib, Sawa 88, Hirikoshi, Korglyph, and Vampire or Vampire. I'm not quite
I
sure.
guess
Bear with
it's
me.
Wujek Grzyb and Vampire.
Yes, Wujek Jib and Vampire.
So,
Yeah, Poland is honestly a very, very well-rounded team. I mean, they have pretty much every mod covered. They've got
Yeah, they-
Cosmit, who's mostly no mod and double time. Wujek Jib is really strong with hidden. Sawa is pretty much good with everything. Vampire is good with hidden and hard rock mostly. And Korglyph is actually rank 1 in Poland.
Yeah, overall, their skills are very well-rounded, like you said. They've got a really nice spread of diversity. So it'll be interesting. I mean, they are top seed after all. They'll definitely make it through groups, I think. But outside of that, they may struggle a little bit in the later stages. We'll just have to find out.
A little bit maybe, but I think they'll still do very well this year.
so for Group B, who's going to face Australia, Netherlands, and Mexico? And I would like to say here, South Korea.
Yeah, you want to
keep-
fuck over
US.
my table.
I will say France. I don't want to infuriate Loctave more.
China.
I'm also fine with Argentina.
Oh,
And it's
Yeah.
the United States.
Oh,
Well, that's
Oh.
fine.
That's
So,
your team, Zach.
yeah, go on.
I feel like it'd be better for Juan and Arf to take this.
All right, so the
yes,
United States this year, they've got 6 players, all pretty well known. We've got our very own Zach, Itzy V2, Jimmy Rustler, Kurisu, Dell, and Chicken Bible.
so will we be able to blame Zach this time?
Yes.
oh, I will
course.
curse Zach this year. Oh, that's
Oh,
all.
go on, you
That's some
evil.
power.
I mean, I
Not
did
gonna
that with Tasha.
succeed.
I,
I will hurt you.
oh man, well, we can talk a bit about this team. Pretty sure that everyone knows Zach already, which is here commentating, the hidden specialist of the United States team. Well known as well for his score farming in general, but really strong player when it comes to hidden. For the other players, we have Itzy and Jimmy Roster, and those two are definitely monsters and the stars of the team for sure when it comes to every single playfield. The other ones, though, are not falling behind at all. Kurisu, Dels, and Chicken Bill, all of those really strong players overall as well. Double time specialists for Del, and Chicken will mostly likely be in the hard rock and double time picks as well, showing his skills level.
Yeah, I reckon the United States are actually in the running to, take the gold here. They've got a really well-rounded team overall. As you mentioned, Dell, double-time specialist, he throws DT on just about everything and gets away with it most of the time. Kurisu as well. You see him with hidden or hard rock every now and then. Jimmy Rustler is just an absolute god. He can SS things most people couldn't get half the combo on. And Itzy, of course, he's been probably the best, if not one of the best players in the United States consistently for the last 16 months or so. Amazing squad all around. They're going to go far, make no mistake.
Definitely. I mean, if they have a chance, it's this year. This is the year
Oh, yeah.
for the United States.
That's
this is
definite.
probably our
And we
best
can
chance.
see from some ranks and that play counts that they really worked for that as well. They did put a lot of work into preparing this World Cup. So
Yeah, they've got a really good chance of taking it all this year.
Okay, with that being said, we're ready to Group C, which is going to face Finland, Brazil, and Hong Kong.
France.
I will say
France would be nice.
South
China.
Korea.
Oh,
Oh, God.
well, South
All right.
Korea. Want to
So-
go for it, Lame? Or I
Yeah,
don't
sure.
know.
Go on.
Sure. South Korea with 224 Real, Asriel, Tsumi, Biel, 224 Hyper W7, and PikeCast.
So, about South Korea, everyone knows that they are always the gods and the favorite team to win in the CWC. This time, though, we have Catch World Cup, which is different and might change the legend here.
I mean, we do have the 224 players, which are really good.
They're insane, absolutely.
Yeah,
The thing
Rio
about South
with-
Korea is they might be returning champions, but and I'm sorry to cut you off here, Juan, but the thing to note is that they are actually missing two of their most celebrated and
Three.
favorite players. Three, yeah, right. Exgon, Spectator, neither of them are showing up.
And neither is Abstract.
And Abstract, now that you mention
Oh.
it. With those three
Yeah.
together, they would have made possibly an unbeatable team almost. If
Yeah, they definitely are almost unbeatable.
Yeah,
but-
right now,
this-
they can be beat at least.
But that's the thing. That just goes to show, even without those three amazing players, they've still got such a considerable squad. 224 DJ, or Real as he's now known, Shaman, or Azriel as he's now known, and Hyper W7. They're just absolutely insane on like higher end maps in particular. They've just got amazing scores on most of them, and it's really difficult to get in an edge against a team like that, even as weakened as they are.
Yeah, Hyper's
Yes.
possibly the most well-known player on the Korean team.
Yes, weekend is something that we can say compared to last year, but they are
Exactly.
by no means weak.
For
And
sure.
They're still one of the best teams in the tournament.
100%.
Now we go on to Group D, which will be fighting Italy, Singapore, and Japan.
This is the time that I want to see Germany.
France.
China.
Let's go.
And it's Chile.
Oh,
Ooh,
Chile.
Well,
Chile. So Chile, being known as one of the strongest forces as well when it comes to catch the beat, they won the first Catch the Beat World Cup, if I remember correctly.
they did indeed back in 2013.
And
Yep.
they went all the way to finals last year.
Yeah, they end up being fourth place in the last year's World Cup. So for this team, we have Nico, Line QTXC, Nacho SM, Quit User, Lechugin, and Kohaku. And this is a roster that you guys have to fear a lot. Line is really well known for his all-round skills in every single aspect. Probably lacking a little bit when it comes to double time maybe, but still really strong player. For double time though, they have Nico, which is an absolute beast when it comes to that mod in specific. And not only that, he also has really good performance when it comes to hard rock and no mod. The other players though are not falling behind at all. Kohaku, I believe he was a double time player as well.
No,
And
he's
a
mostly a
Isn't he
hidden
mostly
hard rock
hidden?
player.
Yeah.
No, not even mostly hidden. He usually plays hidden hard rock on about everything.
Okay.
Interesting.
For the other ones, I don't know that much. I know Quit User, which is actually now ranked number 1. What happened to Quit User? I remember him when he
Goodness
started.
me.
Yeah, really strong hard rock player. I remember him playing hard rock all the time. This is a team that will play hard rock every single stage. They have such a crazy roster for that mod in particular. And for hidden, they have Nacho and probably Line as well. Nico for the double time. Really complete roster in general. Really strong team to watch out.
Yeah,
It
as
is
you
a top seed.
mentioned. Go on.
I was saying yes, it's a strong team. It is a top seed.
So with that, I guess we can jump into Group E, which is Denmark, Taiwan, and Philippines. This is, I will call China for here, for this group.
France.
We are having France.
Hey.
Way, baguette.
All right, so the French squad this year comprised of 6 players. They've got Kiware, Titobas, Le Renegade, Vinx, Orinoshi, and Fukapura. And straight away, I think most people would recognize Titobas, or
Yes.
previously known as Mentally. Extremely high-end player, very good at some of those top-tier maps. Kiware is a hidden player, if I recall correctly. And
he's
same with
definitely the
Fukapura.
hidden specialist. Yeah, Fukapura and QR are both the hidden specialists of France. And Titobas is actually good with hidden too, even though he's not really known for it.
Le Renegade is also one of those more SS players. He does have 100% on almost every map he's played, few exceptions here and there. And then there's Vinx and Orinoshi, mostly no mod overall between the two of them.
Yeah,
Orinoshi
Orinoshi
has quite some hard rock.
Yeah,
Yeah, my mistake.
I'm not sure about double time for this team. I do know that Tobas is probably able to handle that, but I don't see a lot of double time plays here for this team, which doesn't really mean that they are weak at it, but just to mention it. I mean, Tutovas is probably the start of the team, and for backups, they have a really competent roster, really strong one. Probably we'll see this team going really far. So
Dude.
now, huh?
Let's back off. That sounds
Let's move
like
on.
our disposal. Yeah, in Group F, we still have New Zealand, United Kingdom, and Russian Federation. Now, let's see.
Argentina.
And we're having
yeah.
Germany.
Ooh.
So Germany, who wants to take it?
I'll take it. Germany. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. With Notekuroi, Flutter, Vinci 007, Raiko, King Levin 30, and MGN TBY. I'm not trying to pronounce that.
The most notable players on Germany this year, probably Notecroy and Flutter. They're both extremely skilled players at Hard Rock and Nomad. Although Notecroy is pretty much good at everything, especially double time.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier how the Swedish Yukiteru Amano used to be within the single digits about a year or two ago, and Note Kuroi was up there too, number 3 at one point, I think. Really skilled player overall, excellent DT player, and the rest of the team is no slouch either. Flutter is pretty good at some of those more difficult maps, actually. He does play a lot of those converts that most people won't touch. And Vinci, I think he plays mostly hidden. He's a hidden specialist.
Yeah.
Where's Nyan Zappo? Why is he not in the
He is
squad?
not there this year.
Oh, that's a big blow.
Yeah,
That is a big
Usually
blow.
always around for the World Cup, so I had no idea where he went this year, though.
And we have a returning player with King Levin 30 as well.
Oh yeah, Kevin's always there. But what else can you really say about him?
Need a mascot.
Oh,
Well, they ended third last year, so definitely a team to watch out. At least, though they are probably weaker, it's a team to watch out. And I guess it's time to jump for Group G and H, the last shuffle of the day between Argentina and China. Who will be in Group G against
This is
Hungary,
exciting.
Malaysia, and Canada?
China.
How exciting!
I'm excited. And it's Argentina.
Oh,
Juan, all
Argentina.
yours.
Okay, so before talking about this team, I will say I'm really hyped for Argentina. For my country this year, we have Force for the captain slot. Belper.
He's not the captain. Juan.
Yeah, Force is the captain. Belper Key is not
got
the
too
captain this year. Yeah, I'm too hyped. Force is the captain here. Belper Key, Reds, Coleron, Dante, and Tadashi are the following players. And man, Belper Key is back. He is
everyone's
back.
super hyped over him
Yes.
because he hasn't been around for a while.
It's been
Was-
years.
2 or 3 years without him, and suddenly coming back to the World Cup scene is a really, really huge thing, at least for the Argentina people.
It's
So-
for everybody in the CTB community. I mean, for anybody who hasn't been around or doesn't quite know, Valperkeu is just a god, pretty much. I mean, back then he was considered absolutely one of the best, if not the best player in Catch the Beat, or Ost Catch as it's now known. And to see him return after so long, I mean, big things are expected of him, as they should be, and he'll deliver, believe me.
I mean, he had some little plays till since April 2013 when he more or less stopped. But he seems to be back and in the World Cup, and that will be something and someone to be reckoned with.
So yeah, about this team we have Belper, of course, which is probably going to play every single mod. I don't think he might play, I'm not sure, some specific maps. He's just strong at everything. Force is going to be there for the hard rock picks for sure, and Nomad. Coleron for the hidden bracket for sure going to be there. Tadashi, Dante, and Rez will probably be switching between the other mods as well. Strong hard rock plays in general for these 3 mentioned players, and hidden as well from Dante. So definitely a strong team, probably not as strong as the top tier ones despite Belper coming back, but a team with a lot of hype behind their backs and promising a lot of stuff here for this workout. And last but not least, we have, which is probably the stronger team in the tournament as well, in Group H against Peru, Norway, and Sweden. And who wants to take it?
I'll do it.
Be China.
Well, China, they've got a 6-player roster as well. They've got Dusk, Intensity, Nagi, Sakurano Kurimu, Crystal, and Kagamine Rin 02. So, I mean, straight out of the gate, you see Dusk, probably the 2nd or 3rd best player in the world, one of the highest. I think he's actually the world #1 currently, now that I mention it.
Took X-Gun.
Yeah, he's actually gained 12,000 PP recently, so great job to him. Not a lot of players have that.
Well, I mean, he went as far as double timing 2 overdoses.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. Dusk has always been really strong in DT, and he's just not stopping.
Well,
he's an amazing
Despite
performer.
just double time, he's also literally a god at hidden, hard rock, and nomad. He's good at
for
everything.
sure.
Like, he's even good at flashlight.
Gosh.
Yeah, and the rest of the squad is no slouch too. If you look down, Nagi, he plays a lot of hidden hard rock and intensity, mostly DT, similar to Dusk, but he, just like Dusk, actually, he's pretty good at everything else as well. And Sakurano Kurimu, pretty strong at Nomad and HR. And Crystal and Kagamine Rin as backup, they can stick it to the man, pull off a few hard rocks and Nomad whenever it's needed. Definitely a team to watch out for.
Every player on the team to be playing at some point.
That's always a good thing when you've got a nice team effort instead of just the typical 3-man carry.
So
And I believe
that's
that-
it. That's it. Yeah, indeed. And in Group A, we have Venezuela, Belgium, Indonesia, and Poland. In Group B, we have Australia, Netherlands, Mexico, and the United States. In Group C, we have Finland, Brazil, Hong Kong, and South Korea. And in Group D, we have Italy, Singapore, Japan, and Chile. In Group E, we have Denmark, Taiwan, Philippines, and France. In Group F, we have New Zealand, United Kingdom, the Russian Federation, and Germany. In Group G, we have Hungary, Malaysia, Canada, and Argentina. And last but not least, we have in Group H, Peru, Norway, Sweden, and China.